Pre-production. Action!
Within this documentary, he will give you a behind-the-scenes look at everything that is involved in the making of a video production.
The class is labeled Digital Television Editing. It's an upper division video production class.
The pre-production phase was massive, and it's ongoing.
Visualizing the entire concept first off is the tough part.
I know that it took me at least 2 hours for every draft of my script.
I think choosing the song was probably the hardest part because you really have to pick a song that you fully understand the lyrics and what the message of the song is trying to say, but then you also want to choose a song that you like because you have to listen to it over and over again.
My production is a short film, kind of a teaser trailer thing, that involves a chase scene that is based off the television show Chuck.
My production is a music video based off the song 100 Years by Five for Fighting.
The challenges within the pre-production planning stage are numerous.
The challenges are just infinite.
First one's obviously casting. When you're trying to make something that's already been done and do it in a different way, shifting characters is tough.
Challenges right now are just getting 100% commitment from people.
Scheduling is a problem. Weather is a problem.
And making sure you don't break any major film rules. Having them running to the left and then all of a sudden they're running back to the right, that makes no sense. This isn't Scooby-Doo, come on. So, you know, you got to avoid things like that. So those are going to be challenges.
We have 14 students in the class right now doing 14 different productions, and that's the largest the class has been. So with the number of camera units and the number of editing bays, that becomes a challenge when everybody's working on their independent projects, needing to get in and work on those.
There's the problem that my imagination is a little too grandiose for what I have skills to complete.
I'm trying to find a hospital bed because I need a scene at the end with an old man laying in a hospital bed, and so I think right now that is my biggest challenge.
Within the pre-production phase, students must do things such as script, cast, and get all their ideas put together before they can begin the next phase in the process.
When you're doing your video and you were out shooting it, we basically have the same role as a director where we have this vision of what we want this to look like, and it's our job to shoot it right and get it captured and edited correctly in order to make it look like that original vision.
After getting everything planned out, shooting of the footage can begin. We will now give you an in-depth look at some of the techniques used by the filmmakers.
We decided to do kind of on the fly, and it worked out really, really well. I drove the car, and then my friend Joe, who helped on this production, was sitting in the back seat with the camera, and we had the back open. I basically had the camera sitting on a couple bags of things in the back, so it was keeping nice and steady. And as long as we got rolling, it looked really smooth, and then it goes perfectly into the next scene.
So in my video, I did use 3 different time lapses. I contacted 3 of my high school video teachers. The third guy, he was like, well, I have this really cool tool so I could do these time lapses for you. And so that was really, really nice of him. I really appreciate that. I kind of told him what I wanted. I wanted some clouds. I wanted the sun setting. By using resources from home, I was able to get something really, really cool.
Could you talk a little bit about shooting inside the van?
That was a trick, and that actually ended up being more complicated than what I thought it was going to be. We have the scene where Sam jumps in and Kendra's back there, and then Cam's driving. And then the problem with this isn't that they were in the wrong spot, but it's when you're running 2 cameras and you have 2 people in the back seat trying to film, and then the guy in the front seat trying to film and just trying to keep people out of the shot was a trick. It came out really well, but it was just a lot more complicated than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it would just be, I'm going to sit here, I'm going to film you guys doing this, and that is not how it came out.
We have a variety of different software programs available to the students to use. They're all at the professional editing stage. Final Cut Pro 7 is the main software program that we've used and we continue to use. This year for the class. We're introducing more of the Adobe CS6 Professional Master Level software.
I think the editing process hasn't been awful because I have a foundation of using Final Cut.
All right, Roscoe has a problem here.
We have a problem.
All right.
Not to mention the fact that I have 2 sets of film in different formats, but we'll get to that later. So I had one camera shooting 24 frames a second, one shooting 30 frames a second, and then day 2 I had to make those cameras adjust to the cameras from day 1. So that was complicated in its own right.
The editing process so far has gone by really well. I just have realized that I have to edit in chunks of time.
I got rid of a lot of things that I could have done in After Effects, the gunshots.
It's been a challenge at times for me to match up the lip singing with the song. Luckily, my actors did a phenomenal job with that.
I think that's the thing with this class is people get really nitpicky because, you know, there's so many other things you can do. You can do color correcting, you can do effects in there, and there just comes that point where you have to say, okay, enough. Simples may be better, and you just need to walk away and say, okay, we're done. It looks good.
You have now seen what it takes to plan, develop, shoot, and edit a video production on The Making of a Video Production Behind the Scenes.
Let's do this.
Oh, you were recording that! How dare you not record that?
Good job, Alan.
Taylor Swift, if you ever see this, hi.
They skip a shot, and we have the computer, and Sam has like something else. What happened?
Ever reliable and faithful Chewbacca. You're my Han Solo.
What are you talking about? I have no idea.
What do you mean you don't know what I'm talking about? You've never seen Star Wars?
I have not seen Star Wars. Because I'm not a nerd! I actually like that.
In elementary school, if we were throwing snowballs like this, it was at least 2 weeks detention.
Really?
Yeah, I got sent into the principal's office for recess for going like this. Like, seriously!
Think of happier questions to ask a couple people, okay?
I'm not looking at your hands right now. Okay, can you go to the beginning?
That's right. I got one part.
Your license plate's leaning, by the way.
It's leaning lazily to the right. I object.
Overruled. This is killing me. It's killing me, Smalls. Don't tell anybody I said that. That was awful. That was awful. I should just stop.
You ready to hit the record button now?